Good morning, welcome to another video. It's about 6:15 now and I'm down the River Wye, which is just through those trees there. You can probably see. Now, as I usually do before I come to the Wye, I've been monitoring the river levels and also the rainfall in the local area and also in Wales, which the Wye drains, to see exactly what their levels might be to decide what gear to bring. When I went to bed last night, the level of the Wye was about 0.5, 0.49, 0.848 dropping. I thought fantastic. I'm going to do some wading today. As you can see, I thought great, we'll be able to get out into the swim that I've been to a few times recently. I've been here a few times recently doing some guiding. Those sessions will be over on the Fishing Tips channel. I'll stick you a link up there and in the description below. I fancy doing a bit of fishing for myself, perhaps going for a barbel on the float, perhaps even getting one on the Waggler. That was my thoughts. I thought I'd bring the ledger gear as well because we've done really well using the method here. So as I say, it was about 0.49, 0.48 and dropping. I thought that's a brilliant level, great. Got here this morning, walked down to the river and gone, oh, okay. Looked at it and thought, I'm sure that's a lot higher than I was expecting. Anyway, I should look on the gauge, local gauge, 0.73, it's shot up overnight. Doesn't sound like a lot, perhaps 20, 23, 24 centimetres. But obviously that's the difference between in the waders here and here. So yeah, that's kind of put mockers, I think, on the float fishing. I'm just looking at it now, it's ripping through as well. Really, to float fishing here you need a nice sort of steady pace. So I'm thinking at the moment float fishing's off the cards, unfortunately. It is dropping, so we'll see how we get on. I say I'm here with my mate James today. He's not here yet, he'll be along shortly. But yeah, I think that's probably enough waffle, isn't it? You can see from the mist that we've had a cold night. It's been pretty cold last night. When I was driving here this morning, it was 6 degrees on my car. It is supposed to warm up today. Sunny morning, cloudy afternoon, they're forecasting. But yeah, I think it's going to be Legering from the looks of the river. So let's get down there, crack the gear out, and we'll have a go. So here we are out in the water. It's about that for a backdrop. Absolutely fantastic. Obviously the river's flowing from right to left. And normally, and you'll know if you've seen previous videos, I'd be out beyond this willow here. Stood out there. There's no way I could get out there today. I'm pushing it sort of here a little bit. So that's not going to happen, certainly for a while. It is dropping off though, like I say. So who knows how quickly it'll drop off. But yeah, so the plan is going to have to be ledgering. We could put a float through, but I'm not sure on clarity. It looks like there's about 2.5 foot of visibility, which is not too bad, but at this sort of pace, could be a bit tricky, but perhaps we'll have a go, who knows. Now, normally I would start off by catapulting a bit of mix of pellets in. We've got some sort of 6s, 4s and 3s there, but I don't think there's much point at the moment in doing that. They're just going to be off downstream. You want to get a bed of bait down, so I'm going to start off with bait dropper, some pellets in and some hemp, get a bit of a bed of bait down, and then we'll take it from there. Gear wise, I've got my Dower Infinity Evo £1 3/4 test curve rod. I've got my standard Barbel running ledger rig on there. I'll run you through exactly what I'm doing as far as feeders go shortly, but I think I'm going to go on the method. That's opening gambit, I think. But blimey, it's that cold, my nose is running. But definitely in the first instance, I'm going to get a bed of bait down, not too far out, because we don't want to be casting across this flow. Again, I'm perhaps making a bit of a drama about the fact that this has come up best part of a foot, but it is a bit of an issue from what I wanted to do, really. I'd even planned on doing a little bit of underwater filming today, but that involves me obviously walking out, putting the camera out there, and that's certainly not going to happen. I couldn't get out there today at all. Right, let's get some bait in, and then we can have a cast. But I'm only going to go sort of out about there. I think we're in the flow there. I'm just hoping that this bit of water that's gone through means these barbel are happy to be out and about. All right, we'll have 4 or 5 of them out. Barbel tend to be resident in this swim, so just a case of getting them over the feed, and I do know there's plenty of them in here, so it's not like we've got to worry too much about overfeeding them. Now, I'm getting these out pretty much in front of me, purely because we don't want to stray down there because it's very, very rocky. We're going to lose a lot of gear. We'll probably lose some gear anyway, but obviously want to minimise that. I say hemp, mixture of halibut pellets, and I'm going with some dynamite krill method mix in the feeder. Now what I've done, because the bottom of the white is like solid rock in most places, is this is on a tripod. This is on a tripod, and my bucket is in the tree. The bucket has got some ground bait in it. Let's mix a few pellets into there. Right, first cast. I think this will be quite telling what happens on this cast. If the feeder's getting smashed, I think that'll tell us a lot. Aye. Well, look at that. That didn't take long, did it? Blimey. I think it's a chub. Well, that bodes well. Fantastic. First cast, it's probably only been in 2 minutes at the most. Not a big one. The good news is the ground bait's still on the feeder as well. Wonderful. And as I say, he's not a big one. Much rather catch him on the float, but when you ain't got the choice, you ain't got the choice. Keep still. Well, we're off the mark. And as I say, the ground bait is still on the feeder. I'll run you through the setup shortly. When it gets a little bit lighter, you can see what we're doing a bit better. I'll run you through exactly what I'm doing with this. But as you see, it's working. So many small fish around here. So many fry. Now, I know all our rivers have trouble with pollution, and it's very in vogue. A little salmon or a big trout jumping out to talk about how the Wye is dying. It's absolutely not dying at all. It's full of fish. I am surrounded by small fish. I moved a little bit that time, that's a bit worrying. And again, that's fish. It's fish. There we go. God blimey. We're straight on that. Whoa. Well, I don't think this is a chub. If it is, it's a mega chub. Come on. He's made a beeline straight back for those rocks. I think it is a chub, you know. It's a decent one if it is. Wow. Blimey. It's been very chubby. Can't believe that. Tore off across the river. Here's a chub. Can you believe it? Absolutely tore off. Definitely a Barbel impersonator, this one. Well, it's a decent one, that's why. God, at the size of that. It's massive. Yeah, that'd be why. Blimey. Well, that fooled him, didn't it? Look, hopefully we can have a look at him. Look at the size of that. Absolute cracker. What a tank. The Barbel impersonator. Go on. Just playing around with where I'm actually sticking the pellet. First time I stuck it in the back of the feeder, like the downstream end. That time I stuck it straight in the top. Paying a bit of line out because I don't want this feeder moving. Look at that tip rattling away. And that's an Avon top section. It's not, you know, a quiver tip or anything. It's just a £1.75 top section. And he struck that. You want to sit on your hands a little bit and wait till they hook themselves. I don't think striking does you much good, really. I'm going to make sure they've got that pellet. So I've got my rod pointing downstream as well, in line with the line. Obviously got a bit of an angle. We're fishing fairly tight to the feeder, so we can see what's going on. Just with a little bow of line out. Now we might have a bit of a noisy day today. I was walking through and I noticed the farmer had parked his combine in a field just behind us, and it's full of wheat, so I don't know if he's getting that in today. If he does, it could spoil this this lovely peaceful day we're experiencing. I thought I was going to carry on going then. That's on, isn't it? Yes. Oh, this feels another good fish. This feels a bit more like Mr. Barbel. Yes, this feels a bit more like what we came for. I don't mind catching chub, of course. Probably my favourite species, to be honest. Yeah, this is just holding out there. I think this is Mr. Barbel. Getting that flow, and it's just, what can you do? Not a lot, to be honest. Yeah, this is no chub. God, listen to that line complaining. If we can get him out of the flow, we could start. Blimey. It's where I love using small reels as well. It's a 3000 size reel. It's just, you get such a better fight. You just got less mechanical advantage. Absolutely wonderful. This is cracking. Yeah, and this is definitely no chub. Well, Barbel on the method. We ain't got him in yet, but could do with James turning up right now. Give me a hand with the netting. Come on. Keep him coming, it'd be good. Fortunately, he's having to fight the flow, which obviously they're very good at doing. Blimey, did a good job of fighting me as well. Oh, this rod is bent to the handle. Get the net out just yet. As I thought. Just about to clutch off. Are you done? Nope. Alright, he's been in 3 times. Might be somewhere near. Come on, chap. Oh, he looks a decent fish. God blimey. What a scrap. No, he's had one look at the net. I can't really see what I'm doing either because of the sun. Come on. I think we got it. We've got him. We'll try and have a look at him. He's very, very lively. It's a bit tricky on my own. But we will try and have a look at him. He's very, very lively. If he disappears, it's not the end of the world. Well, how's about that for a sunny morning barbel? He's a bit lively, so won't keep him out for long. It's absolutely fantastic. Right, I'll give him another rest. And then we'll get him back. Right, we've got him out in the flow. He's had a few minutes rest. He's certainly ready to go. Go on, chap. Go on. Cracking. Right, that worked quite well, didn't it? Let's try that again. I say, not going far out, but I've not found a need to in here. Well, I've been stood, oh blimey, pulling the rod in. I've been stood just past the end of this bank stick and had him between me and my rod tip, flashing away on the bottom. So they're not too concerned about moving around in here. God, that sun's bright. I saw a proper thump then and I thought it's going to go over any second. Just a chub. Thump, 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 thump. But you probably saw that. There's a thump and a thump. I thought, here we go. I think it's them digging away at the ground bait, and then they pick up the pellet, round it goes. God, this one's hanging on. I'm sure it's a chub. Blimey, he's hanging on again. Is it, or is it a little barbel? I think it's a chub the way he's come in. But he's acting like a small barbel. It's a chub. God. No, absolute tank. Wow. Oh. That'd be on then. Yeah, I don't think this is a chub. Just dropped that pellet down again from the feeder. Just dropped it out of the feeder and, well, as you saw, whacked over. I got my hand on the rod, put the bait runner on. Fortunately. Blimey. Well, James is here now, so fortunately he can do the honours. God, he's trying to get in those rocks. Doesn't feel massive. Yeah. Yeah, you can't really see very well, can you? But then he's really, really hanging on. If it is a chub. It's a little barbel. Doing a chub impression. you come. Thanks, mate. Cracking. Wonderful. Well, it's only about half past 8, isn't it? Well, that's two barbels so far, so this is clearly working. Fab. Cracking little fella. Absolutely tore off. How's about that? Wonderful stuff. That's cracking. Fantastic. Right, we'll get him straight back. He's had a rest. Not going to hang about. No.
Need a shower.
You in? That's got to be a barbel, isn't it? I think.
It's a barbel, isn't it? I can see actually.
Yeah, pointy fin.
Yeah. This feels very heavy. I don't know why. It's like it's got some line caught on it or something. Feels like I'm dragging against something else as well.
Doesn't look like it. It's just flow though, isn't it? It's pushing through. If I can get him, I will.
Oh, have I fouled up to him?
Got him. No, he's in the mouth. This is crackery, isn't he?
Yeah, he's not going to be very happy about getting picked up.
He's very lively. It's a proper look. He is.
Not happy with it being...
Let's take a bit of mesh up for you. There you go. It's a nice big net, this.
Come on. Just click that image and then... You're going to behave yourself, or you're just going to be a... You want... Oh, you...
Oh well, he went back on his own.
You go in the outtakes, like...
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
I'll tell you what, while you're up there, in my bag you'll see a spool of braid. Do you want to bring it down when you come back? And I'll tether this this bank stick so it don't go in. All right, is that on? It is on. I forgot the bait runner was on. Yeah, this feels barbely. Blimey. Yeah, I think you've got a minute, mate. I don't think this is coming in a hurry. Oh, hello. Blimey, ain't that flow. Wow. Oh, I can probably hear that line complaining. Oh, let's give up all of a sudden. Come on. I'm struck with the bait runner on.
That braid in the bucket.
Oh, cheers, mate.
Having it today,
They are having it. This bit of water that's gone in certainly livened them up, hasn't it? Seems like it anyway. See ya. Again, that was with a sort of 18-inch tail. Method was banging away though. The tip was banging away. They were obviously on the method, but then
Hitting it. I think the other fish are hitting it, knocking bits off, and the barbel are coming further down and picking off the bits after it.
I reckon you're right.
They're cutting on to getting hooked right by the feeder, haven't they? So.
Well, this will be number 4, won't it? Four barbel, and we ain't seen a canoe yet.
Not yet. Nice.
Fab, thanks, mate. Well, I haven't been in on long either. Look, still stuff on the feeder. Well, what a cracking day this is already. I say this is number 4, and it's probably not even 10 o'clock yet.
Now he's in again. Look, he's got a black spot.
Very distinctive black spot on his tail. That's absolutely cracking. Right, straight back. They're very lively, these fish. Give them a bit of a rest and away they go. Wonderful.
Thursday. Yeah, I think it was Thursday, wasn't it?
See, that's what's thrown me, because that happened Thursday, and then I've been keeping an eye on the level, thinking it's going to go up, And I was checking the rainfall data up in Wales. We had a few days when it went up. That's on, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Feels chubby.
Net it.
We'll chin him out.
There's definitely weed out there, isn't there? Because every time
Yeah.
you strike into something, there's weed all over you.
It does feel like a decent fish.
Yeah, it's not a small one.
Come on.
That's a nice one, yeah.
That's
I do love chub.
That's a
They
chub and
get
a half.
like that sort of size.
They're
and
cracking,
bigger,
aren't
so-
they?
A lot of it's geared towards match fishing and carp fishing, but there always seems to be idiots in there all the time. It's just
Hang on, that'll be on. Blimey.
I thought it's going to take line then, but I think it's just a chub. Maybe not.
Yeah, I was going to say. You sure? Hang on, the bank stick's off.
going again.
Good job we tethered it.
As soon as you lift your rod up, you start to go in.
Sticking out the way. Yes. Wise move, I think, tethering that.
Yeah.
It does like to disappear.
Going swimming down there.
That's not a chub, is it?
I think it's a chub.
No, it's a barbel. Little barbel. Well, not a little one, but a modest one.
Compared to the other one I had.
Oh, this is fishing well today, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's off. Got him.
I'll have to leave this one now.
They're really lively today.
Yeah.
Really lively. Cracking.
Behave.
Nice one, mate.
Thank you.
Absolutely fantastic. They're proper having it today, aren't they?
Yes, troughing away.
Wonderful. Better drop us some more bait in as well, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Lovely job.
Done.
Fantastic. Oh, better drop her a bit more in.
Start to clear now at least because they're running the filter in the UV, so
Mm.
you can pop around there tomorrow and see if you can see the fish. So.
Yeah. Just a chub from the thumps. Yeah, it's quite long a walk to get over there. I was checking it the other week.
Ever seen anyone walking on there?
I was checking because I was thinking about, because this is double bank fishing, so you can actually theoretically fish from over there.
Oh, I didn't realise that.
Yeah, so I was wondering about getting over there to fish that gully
Yeah.
from off those croys.
Well,
But
that's
the
what I was
nearest-
thinking about going float fishing today, just later on, but it's not going to happen. But
The nearest place is about 1.5 miles that way where you can park.
you're not wade across to it.
No, because it's proper deep, that gully is.
Is it?
Well, here's a tanker.
Look at the breed.
Size of that again. No wonder I did for a second think it was a barbel. Well, we'll have a quick look in before we put him back. That's an absolutely cracking chub. Lovely chub today. Wonderful. Absolute tank. That's £5 in the winter. No problem at all. Well, a piece has been shattered. The canoes have started. It's a shame we can't get out a bit further because we're on a sort of inside of a bend here, and this willow is hiding us from all the people coming. So they're sort of not seeing us till last minute and having to go across a bit because everyone's very helpful generally. There's a chainsaw cranked up as well over there somewhere. So peace well and truly gone. Let's see what we can do anyway. I'm just sort of alternating between the method and fishing standard tactics. And James has got more sort of conventional running ledger rig on, so we're just changing things up. I mean, you can see this it's banging away. There's still plenty. All right, that is a snipe. Snipe. That's what I was striving for. Snipe, I think. But yeah, because this thing is on a tripod as well, we've tethered it. It keeps floating off. Take your rod off it and it floats away. So I've tethered that up. But it's definitely dropping, so we can creep our way out from now on, which is another advantage of not putting these things into the ground. Because if you can get it in once, then it's worth doing a lottery that day. So trying to get it in 2 or 3 times as we move out is not really going to happen. But I'm not sure we're going to be able to get out too far today, to be honest. Just the way it's pushing through. And obviously we've got the stretch, the whole stretch to go at. But this is certainly by far the best swim on the stretch. Certainly in low water conditions like we've got at the moment. It's full of barbel. Is that on? Something is on, I think. It certainly is. Yeah, as I was saying, it's the best swim. Certainly. We're a bit snagged then. I think it's a chub. I think we're just a bit snagged. Yeah, he's shooting it now. There's lots and lots of fish in here. There's a swim a little bit upstream we could have a go at, but it's only about 30 metres upstream, so we don't want to sort of try and pull fish up there from here. So I'm a bit loath to put any bait in there. Is this a chub? I think it's a chub, but he's putting up a decent scrap again, if it is. I'm sure it is, yeah, it is. Hi. Oh!
Sorry, didn't see you behind there. Sorry.
That was close. A quick manoeuvring. Does make me laugh. I appreciate we are hidden here, but why you have to skirt 3 inches away from a tree, I have no idea. But we got him in. At least it wasn't a barbel. That'll do. Another cracking fish. Nearly knocked off by the canoes. Cracking. Go on, chap, off you go. Yeah, we might be better off float fishing, might we, for a bit. Oh, unless one of us stands here, really.
Yeah, I think one of us needs to stand.
That's a proper. That was a proper rise.
Straight away.
Yep, they're there.
That was a big boil.
Proper boiling. God, I've literally put in half a dozen bits, maybe 8 bits.
Right onto it. You can't be that bad.
You know, well, I think it helps, doesn't it, as well, being near the top. And it's that plop. Because it showed me once because I was doing it. And then it started raining. and they stopped coming to it because I thought you can't hear the plot
No, it's the sound of the.
because of the sound of the rain. Absolute piranhas. See, much quieter plop, and it takes them a few seconds.
Straight away.
Big plop, straight on it.
Gonna get straight up in the air and sit. Yep.
It's great fun. It's like feeding a fish at a trout farm. Hey, you in?
Yeah, just about to,
Just about to say I'm going to bring that in, weren't you?
about to bring that in. Literally.
Oh, yeah, that's not a chub, is it? I'm literally just about to reel that in. We're just firing a few bits of meat in. Chub absolutely swirling like crazy on the top. It's been quiet for probably best part of an hour, hasn't it? On the bottom, aside from some chub. And literally just said, perhaps I should get this in. And over it went.
It's just fighting like that first one I had. Just dead weight and it's just sitting there in the current. Unless it snagged me up.
Don't look like it's moving, does it?
No.
You got you around a rock or something.
Yeah. Just keep going this way. I think it's taking me right underneath one of those rocks, I think.
He's a long way over, isn't he?
Yeah. It's still on because I can feel it, but it's wedged on something.
Yeah, I can see the tip moving.
Oh, that's got him out.
Wee, fab. Just a bit of an angle. You can see James has gone perhaps 20, 30 metres downstream. And it's just got him out. It's just getting that angle. He's gone round something. Just an angle to get him back out again.
I wonder if you putting that meat in just spurred them on to. I don't know, do you? Because nothing was happening for a while. So,
To be honest, it does seem to work. I've heard other people say that, like firing pellets in,
yeah,
gets them going.
trickling bits of bait in, gets them moving around a bit.
I wonder if those chub are coming up off the bottom and the barbel, it's just spurred, like you say, spurred the barbel on a bit. Saw the net, I thought I was going to get him in without him seeing the net. Got him. Got him, mate.
In the bad one.
No, that first one was a lump, wasn't it? Still, rather catching than not. They're very lively, aren't they? Very wiry.
Don't like being picked up at the moment.
Certainly slowing up this river as well. I'm wondering if we might be able to have a go on the float in a bit. Because they're certainly hungry.
Yeah, they're definitely hungry.
Absolutely cracking.
Nice one.
Wonderful. That's number 6 so far. It's only about 11, isn't it?
Yeah, 11 o'clock and we've got the rest of the day to go.
Fantastic. Cracking.
Nice.
It's definitely clearing as well, isn't it? It's water. You fancy it?
Oh. Oh.
Revenge. So since I've started using the method feeder to great effect down here on the Y, I've been asked quite a lot about the rig and how I set it up, etc. So I thought I'd run you through it now. Obviously coming down from the main line, the first thing we've got on the main line is a run ring. This is actually just one of the Coram ones, but I've started using the breakaway ones as well that Gardner do. I think they call them snag rings, which open up at about £9 of pressure. Anyway, this today I haven't got any with me, so I've got this just a standard big run ring from Coram, and coupled that with one of their tulip beads that come in the run ring kits. This is actually the bolt and run ring one, but I don't use it as bolt effect. And that's the next thing on the line. Obviously the feeder will just sit on there. Now, what I've done with the feeder, as I mentioned earlier, I don't like using these inline, so I use them pendulum style. So what I've done to modify this is normally these feeders, the line runs through here, your hook link sits onto this swivel here. Well, it's not a swivel, it's a quick link. Your hook link will sit off there. That's the idea, but I do much prefer using a pendulum style. So what I've done to enable me to do that is I've taken the tapered anti-tangle thing off the top of it, and if you can see there, I have drilled a little hole in the remainder of the stem right near this shoulder, and I've just cut the stem off because it's normally about that long. I just drilled a 2mm hole in there and fitted it with the same clip that sits in the bottom here. It's like a quick change clip, and that enables me to fix it on to the run ring as so, like that. Now, further down from that, underneath this tulip bead, what I've got is a couple of gripper stops which are holding this tulip bead in place. That enables me to obviously have this right down here by the hook link and have a pellet in there like that, fished normal method style. Also enables me very quickly to just slide these gripper stops up like so, and then we can fish this standard feeder style, standard running ledger rig style. This is just basically my standard running ledger rig. That is the other reason that I do like to fish these pendulum style as well. Now on the bottom end, what I've got is one of these sleeves. If I can pull it off there, I'll show you. I'm getting a hook in my finger. So just to finish things off, just one of these sleeves which covers up that quick change link there. Braided hook link, 4 or 5 inches long. A Drennan size 10 wide gape hook, super specialist wide gape hook, and a pellet on a band on a hair. Simple as that. And that is my go-to method feeder fishing rig for down the Y. So we've just had some lunch. Gonna have a go with the Waggler. Just very simple setup, just quickly run you through it. Dow & Matchman 13-foot rod, Dow 125M close face reel, Dave Harrell Specie Wag, number 3 Specie Wag, 2 SSG, cocked with some Olivettes underneath, and a couple of number 6 dropper shots, and a lump of meat. They're on it, as you can see. James is just next to me flicking some meat in. I don't think this is going to take long. I'm going to put the anti-reverse off, ready. Oh, mugged. Can you believe it? Mugged first cast. There we go. It's all about the feeding. I don't feel a bad fish, although the water is rattling through, isn't it? So it's a bit hard to tell. But we've been feeding on and off for a couple of hours, really. Just putting the odd bit of meat in, and they're absolutely coming up like piranhas for it.
Still are now.
I don't think this one's massive. Not pulling my arm off. It's dropped quite a lot, the water as well. We just checked the local gauge, it's dropped 3 inches since this morning. Oh, yeah, nice one. Certainly can't moan at that. Now, chinny, mate. Cracking, how's about that? Right.
Every single piece.
There we go. I'll tell you what I've noticed as well, that the trick as well, if you can, because I'm just checking the line before it hits the water, and it gets the meat to go downstream rather than upstream. If the meat goes downstream of the flow, it tends to help, I think. Yeah, I feel a bit like that since the sun's gone in. I don't seem to bother the fish though. God. It just smells like someone stood breathing over your shoulder who's got really bad breath.
Garlic breath.
Oh, look at that.
Just held on by the whisker.
They're cracking fish though. Oh, this is fantastic. Go on, mate, you're up. Yeah.
Must be the little chub, it was very coy.
Bring it down a bit, look along the river. I don't think I will. Hey! That's pulling, isn't it? No, they're definitely not small. Oh, that's another nice one. Got him. Stop it.
Lively one.
Calm down. Thank you. They're all pretty much that sort of stamp, aren't they, today? Got a few bigger ones on the Waggler, but absolutely cracking. Fantastic, great fun, isn't it?
Great sport.
Keeps us occupied while we're resting the bottom of the swim up there and waiting for it this afternoon, this evening.
Done.
Cracking.
Yeah, they're not far out. Just on.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Not that far out, just short of that.
Oh, that's gone as well. Yay! First chuck. That was a reasonable fish again.
Just again that current is.
Oh! They're just not bothered, are they, today? It's just one of those days today. This bit of
really
water.
One of it.
This bit of water that's gone in. It's just.
Feels like the water's warmed up again.
Yeah, it probably has.
Cold and then the sun's come out and the water feels really warm again.
God, this is great fun. God, blimey! I don't think he's that big, but he enough scrapping. Like you say, they open their mouths, don't they, in the current, and you can't shift them.
It's not that sort of deep as well.
Oh, I can't moan at that, can you? Can't moan at that on the Waggler. Blimey, yeah, it is a good one, actually. That's about that on the Waggler. Absolutely fantastic. State of that. Fantastic, look at that. Wonderful. What a way to catch them as well. God, that's a lump, isn't it?
Yeah, one of the best fish we've had out on the float so far.
Right, I'll have one more cast. Just again, I just waited a second or two. God, this feels like a fish as well. Oh, blimey.
Seems to move up and down as and when you get catch one. It's they're up here now.
You certainly push them about, don't you, by catching them?
They're not that far out either as well. They seem to be very floating.
This is not as big as that last one.
No.
He's not a tiddler.
But I know, he's not small. Just seems to be a massive shoal of them or something.
They're just being suicidal today, aren't they? Just in one of those days where they're in the mood for it. Look at that, 2 in 2 casts. Absolutely wonderful. So it's about 4 o'clock now. We've had a go on the Waggler, as you've seen. very successfully, caught loads of chub. Just had a half an hour or so on the stick float, just fishing quite deep near the bottom because there's been the odd barbel moving in here. And nothing, it's been very slow, had one little chub each. So we're going to go back on the ledger. I think it's been really successful. I think it will continue to be. That's the plan anyway. And the noise of the combine harvester is getting further away, which is great. Right, 11 o'clock. That's the one. That's the spot. Oh, was there 3? I thought it was an intro.
It all comes bloody all down, and then saw me and decided better. And she appeared out of nowhere and said, "Oh, that's why they want to keep going down here because there's big."
Oh, blimey.
Straight away, running.
Just shows we've been running a stick float through there for how long? Feels like a chub.
I think that's an old bottom of it.
Oh. God, another cracker.
Not big either.
It's that size where you just get your right beating.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's no monster at all. God, float out there. I thought that was coming. Come on. Got him.
Proper mission to get that out.
So lively, these fish. Absolutely cracking.
Another one.
Wonderful. Nice one, mate. Absolutely fantastic.
Proper beasted me to try and get him out of that snag. Go on.
Sorted. So it's just gone 8 o'clock. We're going to call it a day. It's just died. Absolutely died on its backside, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
The
been
chub
hard
fishing.
work.
Chub fishing's been brilliant. But
Barbel has just been non-existent, hasn't it? So
this afternoon we fished the Waggler, didn't we? So we weren't really expecting any barbel. Rested the swim up, had something to eat, rested the swim up, put some more bait in, ready for the evening, and it's been chub all the way.
yeah.
It's just bizarre.
Well, there've been some nice chub as well, haven't they? So
Some absolute clonking ones on the method, and you know, fishing with a longer hook link, a standard running Legering
feeder as well.
and on feeder. But barbel, yeah, it's bizarre. They're there. They've been jumping out and stuff, but they just seem to be jumping out in the areas where they live. We haven't been able to get them out, and it's an absolute snag pit in there. There's 1 or 2 areas where you can cast where you feel relatively confident that you're going to get your gear back, but they're over the far side, and it's just absolute snag pit, and it's weird. The water's gone down. I mean, that may be what's done it, but it wouldn't explain why they're not coming out now. Absolute head scratcher, really. Just a bit strange, but that's the way it goes, isn't it? We've had some lovely barbel and had a cracking day, and nice catch up again, haven't we? So
yeah, definitely.
Can't moan.
Yeah, it's been a great day. It's just been nice to be catch up with you again and get down the wire as well. So
Time to make the walk home and up the hill. So all there is left to do is say thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Tight lines, enjoy your own angling. Many thanks to the channel patrons for your fantastic support, and I'll see you again very soon.